What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy J Tuck. Real Cowboys fans, stand up. And yo, gang, I am back feeling better than ever. Thank you guys for all your concerns. I was sick last week. I couldn't cover the Bengals like I wanted to, but it don't matter because we got that dub. Right? So we are on to week 3, but there's some things we got to talk about, and specifically the breaking news that just came out from my guy, Patrick No C Walker. The Dallas Cowboys have released Dennis Houston. And this is kind of a head scratcher, y'all. And, I'm not sure what the future plans are when it comes to this move. But, Dennis Houston is no longer on the roster. So there's going to be the availability for another team to go off and claim him. Now, it could mean two things, right? It could mean that Jalen Tolbert is finally going to get his opportunity. And I had said this last week when I was out there in Arlington watching the game. I'm like, if y'all going to let Dennis Houston just kind of run around and be wide receiver 3 or 4 and not really be involved in the game planning, then you need to let Jalen Tolbert, your 3rd round pick, do that, right? Because he costs you a lot more when it comes to your value. But if it's not Jalen Tolbert and the Cowboys don't think he's ready yet, it could be the return of Michael Gallup, MG13. And if that is the case, it changes a lot when it comes to our offense. Now, we're going to talk about the grades from last week's game, but if you add Michael Gallup back and he is fully healthy, it definitely could boost your wide receiver core. And I feel like our wide receiver core still does need that boost. I know Noah Brown played great on Sunday. CeeDee Lamb got a few opportunities, right? But if you're able to add Michael Gallup and he's able to be what he was prior to that injury, it's only going to help. But something we definitely got to keep our eye on with the release of Dennis Houston. Do I think he gets claimed? Yeah. I feel like just from an NFL team standpoint, you're sitting back and you're seeing this wide receiver was starting for the Dallas Cowboys just a week ago and they released him. There got to be something there. So they're probably going to give him opportunity in another team, but we shall see. But let's go ahead and get into the grades, right? The nitty gritty. Now, I'll say this. We know when it comes to last Sunday, there are a few players, they're good. They don't need no grades. Micah Parsons, he don't need no grade. He's one of our prize students. He don't need no grade. Zach Martin, he don't need no grade. Y'all know what it is, man. He is a scholar, right? But I feel like for this grading system, man, I want to talk about some players specifically who didn't get talked about a lot, but they play well on Sunday. And the very first one is Cooper Rush. I got to give Cooper Rush an A+. And you do too. Now, I will say this, Cowboys Nation, I'm not going to be one of the people who's going to sit here and kind of have this chatter between Dak Prescott and Cooper Rush. And we're not doing that. Nah, we're not doing that. I ain't doing that, bro. And I see the conversations being had. Should Dak be replaced by Cooper Rush or whatnot? That is not the case. Cooper Rush is our backup quarterback, and he will be for the foreseeable future, as long as Dak Prescott is out. Soon as Dak Prescott can grip a football and throw a football, it's his job. There's no questions. We're not doing that here on this channel. If y'all want that fast food, there's other places that you can get that. But here, you're getting a home-cooked meal. But salute to Cooper Rush. And I said this Saturday, if he can just give us a cool little game and not have any turnovers, our defense and our playmakers would keep us in the ball game. And of course, I had Eagles fans and everyone chiming in. What playmakers? Them Lions. Yeah, that Lion, that Trayvon Diggs, like them the playmakers. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We do have playmakers still in-house, even though Dak Prescott is out when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. But I feel like Cooper Rush did what a backup quarterback is supposed to do. Keep things afloat, keep moving the ball. Now, there were some cases where I was kind of sitting back like, oh, Coop, don't toss that interception. He was itching, right? But I feel like for the most part, Cooper Rush did step in and play a phenomenal game, and he did what we needed him to do. And we're not sure how long Dak Prescott is going to be out. He gets his stitches out today. Now he starts the rehabilitation process, but we have to wait and see. But hopefully Cooper Rush can give us 1, 2, 3 more games and keep our season afloat. Next is Noah Get Down Brown. I know I did the film breakdown on Noah Brown, and I said he's just kind of a guy who's going to be a chain mover, but it felt like, Noah Brown and Cooper Rush was in sync, because you got to think, y'all, a lot of times, Noah Brown and Cooper Rush are on the practice team, right? So when you're kind of getting those looks in scout team versus the defense, Cooper Rush is your guy. tossing around to Noah Brown. So they've been in sync for quite some time, and it felt like Cooper Rush really leaned on Noah Brown, and Noah Brown got his opportunity, and he made the most of it. There was one catch, he was fumbling, rumbling, stumbling, but he caught it, and I like that from Noah Brown. He is going to be one of those players, when his name is called, he's going to do what he can do. Now, I'm saying he's not wide receiver one. Y'all can stop that chatter right now, but I feel like if you add Noah Brown with Michael Gallup and you have Noah Brown's kind of your wide receiver 3, he's enough that you can lean on and rely on that's going to go out there and do his job. Next, the young guy. Got to give him a round of applause, y'all. This kid has stepped in and has played well, and that is our first-round draft pick in Tyler Smith. Didn't get any reps at tackle all camp. They kind of just tossed him out there and say, have at it, kid, and he's done a phenomenal job. So now we have to start having a conversation. Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones has mentioned that Jason Peters could return. What happens? Because Jason Peters is a left tackle, right? He's not a right tackle. Will he be open to playing guard? I do not know. But it's like, do you let Tyler Smith just stay at left tackle and get his reps because he is the left tackle of the future? No ifs, ands, buts about it. But he's playing well thus far. I think the Cowboys are going to try to get Jason Peters at left tackle and maybe slide Tyler Smith in at left guard, because Matt Farniok, it just hasn't worked out. Even though the offensive line played well, he still struggles. So to strengthen up the offensive line, you might get Peters at left tackle and Tyler Smith might get pushed back inside, but I would not be mad if they left him at the left tackle position. Defensively, Donovan Wilson, man. And we've been banging the desk for Donovan Wilson for quite some time, but I feel like with J-Ron Curse kind of being limited, he's kind of stepped up as kind of being one of the lead dogs, him and Malik Hooker, as far as that safety room is concerned. And Donovan Wilson's everywhere, man. Donovan Wilson played great. He's played great versus Tampa. He also got the interception, so I'm loving what I'm seeing from Donovan Wilson. He's really stepping up and taking his defense by the reins. But overall, defense played great. Defense, like I was telling y'all last year, was keeping us in the game, and they did it last week, and they also did it versus the Bengals. The holding teams to only 1 touchdown per game. Tampa Bay Bucks, high efficient scoring. Cincinnati Bengals, high efficient scoring team. To hold them only to 1 touchdown is a phenomenal job from Dan Quinn and his core. And you got to be excited about what you're seeing from our defense. Now we just got to hope that offense can kind of just carry on for a little bit until we get Dak Prescott back, and then things can start to take back off and this team could be spooky. And last but not least, Joe Philbin, coach. We've been kind of hard on Joe Philbin, hasn't done the greatest job last year when it comes to offensive line. But like I said, for missing your starting left tackle, missing your starting left guard, having a young rookie out there and an unproven guy, Matt Farniok, and still getting them ready to play on Sunday and allowing only 1 sack. Great job to you, Coach Joe Philbin. Like we said, we always talk about both sides of the coin, man. We gonna give you criticism when it's warranted, but we're going to give you praise when it's warranted as well. And I feel like Joe Philbin is definitely warranted to get an A+ grade when it comes to Dallas Cowboys. So that's just last week now. We got the Giants come up. Things change, right? But I feel like for the most part, these are the guys that get some extra recess. My wife's a teacher. Sometimes we have those kids who do a little bit better than the others. You get a little extra recess. So Cooper Rush, Noah Brown, Tyler Smith, Donovan Wilson, and Coach Philbin, you get some extra time at recess today, man. But it's your boy, J Tuck. I appreciate all the support. It is Giants week. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun guests on the show, so you definitely don't want to miss out. I'm feeling a lot better right now. I'm not as sick as I was last week, but we're going to have some fun, do a lot of live shows, a lot of content, and keep this train on moving, because the Dallas Cowboys season is not dead. We are still afloat, and we got a lot of football left. Don't let Eagles fans tell you otherwise, man. It's your boy, J Tuck. Comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on all social media platforms at jtuck151, and of course, CFOsportstalk.com to get your merch. I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and feel the rush. Peace.